Hey there guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Danganronpa Blind. In the last episode, our creative mind was let loose upon this investigation. And in this episode, we're going to start in earnest, trying to figure out what we can about how our good friend here was murdered. This would appear to be the murder weapon, at least appear to be. That would take some serious strength to pick that up. What is the weight of that dumbbell as it stands? There's what? 10? Possibly 8 plus 2
That's
caps?
Right.
On the dumbbell? How much does that thing weigh? I'd like to know. Next, bloodstain. It's possible she was killed here on the floor and then hung up afterward. Next, poster. I don't think so. I don't think that's very likely. If she was killed on the ground here, the likelihood of blood flying up there is unlikely, I believe. Bloodlust is written on the wall, indeed. Okay, Chihiro. I'm sorry, I don't like having to do this to you, but it's for your sake,
Very
okay?
strange.
We'll solve this murder. We'll avenge you, Chihiro.
What?
Could be a copycat, Byakuya. What have you been reading? Is that all? Is that all you have to say? All right, then. Sakura? I'm sorry that it had to be that way. Still possible. So the question is, the bloodstain on the floor. You think she came in on her own by choice? Why do you think that? It's true, I remember her talking about that. But why would she come here so late at night?
Perhaps.
Hina or you are here during the day. But in that case, who would know that she was here at night to murder her? Someone would have had to have known that, if that's the case.
However,
Who would she have asked? She would have asked you, first of all. Alright, she certainly would have asked Sakura before doing anything else. Mondo, what's your opinion of the situation? Yeah, I remember that. And yet here she is. Potentially. Though it seems like it would be difficult for her to get up the motivation to come down here at 2 in the morning. That just seems so unlikely for Chihiro. But I suppose it's possible. We also have Mondo's account. Really? I would like to examine the body a little bit further. See if perhaps she has her embarrassing secret on her, because that could give a little bit of insight.
let's go.
I'm not satisfied, however. If I could stick around for a little bit longer and then catch up with you, I would appreciate it. Apparently I don't get that luxury. Of course it is. The door was locked, Makoto. Have you forgotten? They would have had to have been able to get into the girls' locker room, which either means they stole any handbook, or Chihiro let them in. It is, and it doesn't work with male handbooks, only female handbooks in this case.
What?
Did you call for me?
Oh, well, that was certainly easy.
That's right.
I guess I do. I
You
didn't
need
expect
something?
to. Wait, what happened to my auto? My auto's gone. So, yeah, the card reader only lets females in, right? To the female room? Because lending...
Unbelievable.
You would shoot them dead. Considering that didn't happen, we can only assume that the killer is female, or
Of course.
a handbook is stolen, meaning we would have to talk to every female and ask if any of their handbooks have disappeared lately. Makoto, no, don't fall for that. It does not mean that. That's a fallacy. And Byakuya knows it, and he's about to give you the business. Just like I want to.
So, in other words, such ignorance.
I actually agree with... Yes, you are. I actually agree with Byakuya. I pointed this out the moment it happened. Or the moment that it was first brought up. Borrowing or stealing. Or, you know, from the player on the other side of the screen, but I'll take some of the reflected glory. Of course he did. Monokuma's not dumb. He knew what he was up to. Yes, and that means that you could take Chihiro's notebook and carry her body through. Something else I'd considered.
Why you?
Get your poop together. Yeah, Makoto, what he said.
Unbelievable.
Oh, we will, Monokuma. Oh, we
That's fine.
will. Makoto, I would appreciate it if we could get a little bit more advanced in our thinking, a little bit less straightforward, perhaps. Okay, card reader. That'll be useful in the truth bullets section. So, here we are. Here's the real question. Is there some evidence of explosions on the other side of this door? Here we have a box. It's a mailbox. How interesting. These must be from the murdered victims, right? That somebody else has been using? How very interesting. Yes. Junko, Leon, and Sayaka, indeed. Meaning you could use them to get into any... Sayaka Maizono. There you have it. So, Byakuya, either you are the murderer, or somebody else has figured that loophole out. The sound like construction work coming from the main hall. What about a mailbox would make the sound of construction? I'm not sure yet.
What? Very strange.
Not necessarily, no.
I see.
It's possible, but it's not necessarily true. Oh, I remember. I remember vividly. It was a cruel, heartless murder. So I think it's logical to believe that that handbook belongs to Leon, but it's not necessarily accurate.
Making me angry. Now
It's a doubt to keep in mind.
really angry. That's impossible.
It's certainly possible the battery has been removed. I think we could check that rather easily. Byakuya, if you'd be so kind.
I can't hear you.
That's...
What?
What?
Did we check the battery? Because that would be, you know, the same... Well, but we don't know that it's Leon's handbook, Makoto. It could be somebody else's handbook that's not turning on. It's something to keep in mind. But as of yet, we don't know why, only that we're keeping it in mind. What are you off to now, then, Byakuya? Are you off to do your own investigation for a bit? Is that the plan? I'll have to ask. Are you off to prevent another murder? Also fair.
Don't make me repeat myself.
I reacted to everything else so far, so I might as well react to this. Learn a little bit more about Genocide Jack. Why could it not be a copycat, however? Well, the police aren't certainly going to catch up to them in here. The exact same phrasing as last time. That's a lot of people. I would like that, actually. I would love that. I'd love to see that it's not a copycat.
Don't make me repeat.
Okay, what is your basis? Okay. Is that gonna
It's all
be...
clear now.
If Genocide Jack is... huh? What now?
I don't have time to play with you.
As much as I'd like to say that, I'm not that rude.
I mean,
What happened? Is it Toko?
please.
Elaborate a little bit for me. Would you work with me here?
Because, I mean... Well...
She was already acting strange. We know that. We know she's weird. What is she doing now? Oh, don't defer to Byakuya for
Very
everything,
strange.
Makoto. Oh, I touched the screen. Oops. No, Makoto, I think Byakuya has realized there's something else going on with Toko as well. Whatever it might be,
Let's go.
though. That would make sense. Shall we? Junko's room, which is now empty. Hello? Do we not have the key to the room? I think we were perfectly fine.
So,
And... you didn't stay with her, which is mistake number one.
That's fine.
I would like to know what it is that she said, however. Toko, I know you sort of trust me. Almost thought she's wearing makeup or something. Toko?
What? Oh, nothing. It's just that Hina was really worried about you holding yourself up in your room.
leave me alone.
Her
Yeah,
stutter's back.
Sure thing. But could you open up just for a second?
Won't allow it.
Huh?
Who won't?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control.
That's not what I wanted to hear. That was my concern. If it's true, I can't help but feel bad for her. That was a fool's errand. Oh, the doors are apparently completely bust-proof. Yes, Makoto, clearly she does. I think she thinks a little bit more than that.
But
If I had to guess. Byakuya, were you listening? Just so you know, I hate to break it to you, but Toko is kind of in love with you. Very convenient plot point for the current situation, but it is what it is. You know you have to do it. Excuse me, I almost died. Almost did. I was drinking some water and then almost died.
what do you want?
It's Byakuya.
Promise? What promise was that, Toko? Byakuya knows more than he's letting on. No, I think he actually did pull it off. Byakuya, what evidence is it that you have that Genocide Jack is among us?
What?
Is that so?
Stop talking.
I'm not completely convinced, but I'll let it go for now. Thank you, Aoi. Be careful, by the way.
Let's go.
Aoi, get somebody else to watch her with you, okay? Don't stay alone with her. Can you hear me, Aoi? I hope she heard me. Okay, Byakuya. This is the time for answers. Where are we headed? Please do. Are you gonna show me what's in that side room finally? I would really like to know. Clearly it is, or he wouldn't have brought us here.
Don't make me repeat myself.
It's supposed to be like the copy room or something, right? Oh, it's the archive. What is in here?
Let's go.
Okay, it looks like a pretty normal archive.
So, in other words,
What is it in... Okay, that's plenty of places to look. Let's take a look at the camera first. There's even a camera in here. Why wouldn't there be? Then there's behind Byakuya, and then on each one of the options. Is there anything on the floor? There is. Let's take a look here. An empty wooden box. Oh, that's the extension cord that Byakuya had. That was what was in there. Thank you, Byakuya. I already figured it out. Moving right along, however. Take a look down here at the light. Is this the lamp you've been using as well? It is. Alright. So it's not particularly suspicious. I can't imagine, at least. Made sense. I have no problem with that. I don't think you have to explain your use of lamp to me. I have 64 now. I have to make sure that next time I have 66 or something. See if I actually do gain more coins. What kind of files are they, Makoto? They're pretty haphazard, if nothing else. Oh, so I have luck. I'm the ultimate lucky student, is what you're saying.
that's right.
Presidential assassination? Why is it even in here then? What the hell? I mean, I would like to look at it, but I suppose I will not. I assume I'm actually looking for the file that's behind Byakuya. Why else would he be standing there? Though I am curious about everything else before I get to the final
That's enough.
climax. Oh, come now, Byakuya. I think I can handle it. More than the Secret Council, talking about businessmen. Rich individuals with fingers in a lot of pies. Well, perhaps being disappeared would be better than being in here, so perhaps I should read them after all. But I suppose I'll leave them be for now. Here's the real meat of them. No. Oh, there we go, yes. And what warning is that? And all of them must be by Genocide Jack, right? Well, unfortunately for the both of us, I am not normal. And I'm looking to solve a murder. And yet, they're here. Why is that, I wonder? And you wouldn't let me in here,
Interesting.
no matter what. Have you figured out why all these things are here yet, Byakuya? I appreciate that you appreciate the information
Such
here,
ignorance.
but why is it here? Someone who has a lot of fingers and a lot of pies. Like I was mentioning earlier. I wonder about that. So are you going to give me the cliff notes of the summary behind you? Of all the cold cases? Or am I going to have to look through them myself?
What?
I appreciate what you're saying, Byakuya, but if you could get to the point. That's what you've been doing up here the whole time. And it's filled with just as much information. Is that what you're saying? Interesting. Slightly concerning as well.
So, in other words,
And what you're saying is you're part of it. Well, your family is. Wonderful. Okay, great. Good to know, I guess. Alright, so, Mr. Criminal Mastermind, Shadow Secret Council individual. What about these documents leads you to believe the Genocide Jack is truly Among Us. That's borderline creepy, but I'll let it slide for now. Oh, wonderful. I'll be glad to have your experience on board then. Of course it is. I bet you are just
That's right.
bursting at the seams with joy to be able to solve this case here and now, aren't you? I would appreciate that, actually. Save me the trouble of reading through all of them. Assuming you're being honest. Those are the word bloodlust and the gruesome manner in which the murder victim is killed? Yes, of course. As I said. Secondly... Oh, all bodies are suspended in a certain way, are they? It is, but that does not mean the Genocide Jack is necessarily Among Us. It could still be a copycat. Where is that? You don't say. Okay, go on then, get to the juicy part. What do you mean, where they were suspended? Yes, like she's on a cross. What fashion is it, though? Oh, so nobody even knew about the victim being
That's
suspended? Right. Not just how they were suspended, but being suspended in general.
So, in other words,
you would think that if Genocide Jack was truly Among Us, they wouldn't have done something to definitively identify themselves as Genocide Jack.
Interesting.
They certainly are, Byakuya, they certainly are. So why is Genocide Jack doing this? Why is he quote-unquote showing off like this? I would like that, actually. I would like to look at the things myself. I don't think I need to be shown, however. I think I'm perfectly capable of looking. Can I look? Yes. We talked about... Oh, so he's gonna have to show us? Alright, Byakuya. Next time on Danganronpa Blind. Until then, thank you guys so very much for watching this, and I hope you're having a fantastic day.